A lot of designers I know are engineers or have gone through some engineering program. Now, why is that? One reason that I think it's so, and the reason I know this is because I've been through that similar journey. Because in engineering, you do get to see that building stuff is possible. And number two, a lot of people do not have a great experience in their college, and that leads them to explore other fields. That might mean using your free time to learn some skills, some tools online. It might mean trying to understand what my role be in the world, what kind of fields will I be entering. It might also mean sitting with your friends and being like, hey, that's a startup idea. I think we could build a product around that. Hi, my name is Abhinav, and this series is called Design Journeys. We invite some amazing designers who are working at some of the best companies in India, products that you have probably heard of and used yourself. What we do is we ask them about how did they get started, what were their design journeys, and try to dive deep into the details of their success story. In this video, we invited Sagar Bhardwaj. Sagar's been a part of the 10K Designers community for many years now. He's participated in the cohorts and he's also returned as a mentor. Sagar currently works as a product designer at TickerTape. If any of you have invested, you probably know that and you've probably used that product before. He did his undergrad from Amity University in biotech. And in this video, we talk about his journey from a college student to product designer. So let's get into it.
Hey Janil, all good man. How are you? Just got off from work, slept around for an hour and then I'm looking fresh.
Nice. That's amazing, man. So speaking of which, let me ask you, how do your friends describe you?
So my friends describe me as someone, who helps people a lot and maybe who takes care of the people around him. And I've always been a team player, Janil. So when I was back in school, I was in a football team and I have that, team spirit that I have to take people around me with me and we're going to achieve goals together. So I have that feeling, for people around me. Yeah.
So let's rewind back in time. How did you come across design? How did you come across I'm interested by design. I think I want to pursue design.
Let me actually, take you back a couple of years back in my school.
Yeah.
I think I'm in 7th or 8th class and I like to draw stuff. I'm kind of a creative person in the class and I love building stuff. But what happens is, when you grow up, when you come in class 10th, 11th, parents say कि बेटा ये सब छोड़ दो, ये सब सिर्फ शौक है, focus on studies, just choose something, what do you want to become, doctor or an engineer? Because in 10th class you have to choose a field, and I had that emotional connect of helping people. So I thought maybe becoming a doctor would help me achieve that, because it gives you a sense of fulfillment when you actually help someone in the need, right? So I took medical as a profession and I actually prepared for medical exam in 11th and 12th class. I even dropped 1 year after my school to prepare for a NEET exam, but I didn't get through. I was super depressed. I didn't know what to do. So then I got into this BTech biotechnology degree. That was the closest degree that I had to do with the bio subject with me. So I got into the college, and within 6 months of college, Janil, I'll be very honest, I saw that education is kind of broken in colleges, especially in private colleges. People were just doing some mere assignments for some 10 or 20 marks, copying from Google, submitting it to the teachers, stuff like this, and it doesn't help you in the long run. I figured that out. So I had friends who were in good colleges, good government colleges in India. They were pretty happy with their college life. They were seeing their alumni is doing great, working into startups, building something, right? And I had similar friends only. So I tried a bunch of stuff. I tried to learn marketing by myself. I think I was in second year. I tried to learn online only. I even tried to learn code, but it didn't happen with me as well. But I think I was in my third year of my college. So this friend told me that boss, कुछ startup करते हैं. ऐसे कुछ नहीं होगा, कुछ करते हैं. I said okay. Do you have an idea? He said yes. And the idea was to just like Swiggy, where you order food. We saw a problem in colleges that people had to stand in long queues to get some printouts. So they used to bunk their classes, miss their classes to get some reports printed out of a print shop, right? So we thought we'll make an app where people could just upload their soft copies on the app, choose a time slot, at which they want that print to get delivered to them, and we'll deliver those prints onto their college gates. We did whole market research in, Delhi, NCR, Noida, Gurgaon, Delhi. And we onboarded actually, few printers on our platform. And we started making some money, but then the other person, kind of backed out from this whole scene. And eventually this whole thing died. But this was an experience of, I think, 6 to 7 months where we did market research, where we had that sense of, building something from scratch, where we had to negotiate with printers to give us best rates for one printout, right? And it gave me a sense that, boss, khud se kuch ho sakta hai. If you put enough efforts, you can create something of your own as well. But again, then I got into my 4th year of my college. Then I thought, let's just focus on studies for now, because after 4th year, I'll have to look for jobs. But thankfully, COVID happened for me. I mean, COVID was a very dark phase for a lot of people, but for me, it was, like a golden time, I would say. I think this was 2020, and we were hearing that, in US, COVID has come. In India, it's going to come soon. And I'm still exploring, what do I learn? How do I build some skill? And, I come across Abhinav's videos on YouTube, and he was teaching UI UX designing. And that actually checked all my boxes if you see it right now. It connected all the dots, because back in school, I was very creative. I used to, draw. I used to create some beautiful stuff. When I was in the college, I actually wanted to build something from scratch. I wanted to do something of my own, right? Maybe build a business. So I had that mindset as well. So that actually checked all my boxes. So this happened for me at that time. And I self-learned for a couple of months, learning from YouTube only, copying screens, building that eye for design and all. So that's how I,
Wasn't there fear? Like, you're in the 4th year, right? And usually that's like you said, like everyone's focused about job mil jayega, you start earning money, especially from parents. So we're not worried about like, hey, why not just work in biotech or engineering, just get a job at MNC and get the money going and then kind of move to design. What made you directly jump into design right away during 4th year or after 4th year itself?
I don't know. If I look back now, I mean, I did a couple of experiments with myself as well, right? I tried to learn different stuff in my college, but I didn't like those fields per se, like marketing, maybe coding, right?
Yeah.
But designing was kind of that I liked to do in my school days as well, during college days as well. And it also had the sense of, that I can actually make business impact through this field.
Yeah.
Right? So I don't know. I didn't have any fears around that. Maybe because,
like no fear? Like what if you don't get a design job? Oh, wow.
I mean, I was kind of confident on, how was Abhinav and other people in the same industry were talking about this field, that it is very emerging field, right? And there are a lot of jobs out there and, so I didn't know. I mean, there were no fears per se around, getting a job. I talked to a lot of people as well that, boss, you just need a, good enough portfolio to just, enter the gate. And obviously, entering the gate is not the goal. Entering the gate is actually a first step. So, you have to keep on learning and learning and learning and learning. But I knew that entering the gate, would take me a couple of months. So I worked on my skill set for like 5 or 6 months, by myself. And I then joined the cohort, which I've been rolled out. I only had one fear about, learning new tool, because I knew Photoshop and I knew that Photoshop was, kind of tricky to learn to expertise. I only knew basics, but I was kind of very fearful about the fact that, how would a tool for this field look like, right? But Figma, as you also know, Figma is a very simple tool. And when I got into UI UX designing, now I know that this field is not about tools. It's about, much higher level of, problem solving skills. So tool is just a medium that we use to solve problems. Tools will kind of be changing. The core will remain same. I mean, that was the fear, but I got to learn Figma pretty easily, I would say.
So imagine there's someone watching this video right now, right? When this is going live, they're probably in their 3rd or 4th year of college. And they're going through the same phase as you. College ke baad, should I just take a job in engineering even though I don't like it, but I do like design, but this is secure. Like, you get a placement from your college. What would you tell them?
I think I can give a bunch of advices to, people who are in 3rd or 4th year of college. First is, to experiment a lot. Just tell yourself that you have a lot of time. Sit down for a while, spend a good amount of time on one particular skill for 3-4 months, and then see what happens. Because they also know when they're in 3rd or 4th year of college, they don't have any skills right now. So, building that skill will only come through experimentation. And second is, surround yourself with good people, who can help you achieve what you want. Reach out people on LinkedIn, on Twitter, anywhere on social media, right? Who you look up to, who are doing good. I mean, if I look at myself, back then, I also used to cold DM a lot of people. And just to give you an idea, I mean, out of every 10 people, maybe 3 or 4 will definitely reply to your messages. Get them on a call, talk to them, get their perspectives, share your, ideas as well, and, get some insights as well. So I think, talk to a lot of people, make good connections, start reaching out early. That would really help a lot. Because even if you're in college, you don't have any good connections in industry right now. You only get a, very average placement.
And I think you already covered the other part where people have a fear of like, naya tool, aa jayega, nahi aayega, how difficult it is. And to that person, it's all about the tool. Like if I can master the tool, that's the only way I can get the design field.
Yeah.
It's not
tools
just
will actually keep on changing. Yeah. So, I mean, at the core of it, I mean, I've been working as a full-time, UI UX designer for like almost 2 years now. And problem solving is the actual skill that, employers look out for and not your tool level skills.
Sagar, thank you so much, man, for sharing all this wisdom.
Sure, Janil. It's been a pleasure.
If you enjoyed that video, please, of course, let us know. Leave a like and comment. But besides that, this is what we do for a living. We help creatives and designers level up in their careers. If you'd like to join one of our live programs, we do them a few times a year. Check out the link in the description. It's 10kdesigners.com. And I'll see you around.